In this video, I'll walk you through how to create G-code using the Lathe CAN cycles built into the control software. This is a quick way to generate common lathe operations directly inside Mach Elite without needing to post a program from Fusion 360. By the end of this video, you will know how to open the CAN cycle window, choose an operation, organize the toolpaths, adjust the settings, and post the finished program. To get started, look in the bottom right corner of the control screen. There, you will see a button labeled Lathe CAN Cycles. Clicking that button opens a new window. This is where you can build simple programs directly inside the control software. Inside this window, you will see 9 different toolpath options. Each one is used for a different kind of lathe operation, and each one has its own settings to fill out. In the middle of the window is the job list. This is where you organize the order of your toolpaths. For example, if turning and facing are already in the list, but you want facing to run first, select facing and then press the up arrow. You can also double-click on any operation in the list to edit it. This makes it easy to build the order you want before posting the final program. Now let's look at the settings for a turning operation. At the top right, you will see the operation name. You can leave it as the default name, or you can change it to something more descriptive. On the left side, you will see the coordinate inputs. The image on screen is there to help show exactly what each value controls. XI refers to the starting X position shown in the image. ZI refers to the starting Z position. XF and ZF refer to the finishing positions. And XC and ZC are the clearance values used between feed moves. The easiest way to understand these fields is to follow the labels on the image while entering the values. If you click Advanced, you will see more options for how the operation runs. Here, you can enable or disable constant surface speed. You can also choose whether the feed is set as feed per revolution or feed per minute. You can enable or disable flood coolant. And you can choose how the machine moves to the starting position. One option moves X and Z at the same time. Another moves X first, then Z. And the last moves Z first, then X. These options let you choose the behavior that makes the most sense for your setup and clearance needs. Further down, you will see separate sections for roughing passes and finishing passes. In the roughing section, you can set the surface speed, feed rate, depth of cut, and the tool number used for that operation. If you do not want a roughing pass, simply check No Roughing. You will see similar settings for the finishing pass. One thing to note is that the finish depth is separate from the roughing depth of cut. This allows you to leave a controlled amount of material for the finishing pass. Once the settings look right, click Add to Job, and that operation will appear in the list. Once you have added all the operations you want, the next step is saving and posting the program. You can save the CAN cycle job using a name that describes what it does. That makes it easier to find later if you want to reuse or edit it. When you are ready, click Post. This will generate the G-code program from the operations you created. After posting, close the CAN cycle window by clicking the X. At this point, if your tool offsets and work offsets are already set correctly, the program is ready to run. Now you can load the program, review it, and press Cycle Start when you are ready. The CAN cycles are a fast and convenient way to create simple lathe programs directly in the control software. The biggest things to remember are to check your operation order, confirm your settings, and make sure your tool and work offsets are already set before running the program. Once those are in place, CAN cycles can be a very quick way to get parts moving.
If you found this video helpful, consider subscribing for more setup guides, machining tips, and tutorials. If you have any questions or run into anything unexpected, send us an email at support@signcorecnc.com and we'll be happy to help. You can also check the description for helpful links, related videos, and additional setup resources. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.